Let me ask you something. Why do so many women become so clingy to their partners after marriage or on the other side, fights to become so fiercely independent? You might think it's love or insecurity or hormones. But what if I told you it's a conditioning? A silent battle to, lifelong for an identity. Stick with me for a few minutes because this episode might just change the way you see the woman in your life, like your mother, your sister, whosoever, even for yourself. In many cultures, if you see, especially ours, a girl is raised not as an individual with freedom, but she's raised to belong to someone's future, family, to a version of herself that pleases others. From childhood, she's trained. She's prepared not to live her life, but fit into someone else's. And when that girl grows up, is married off, whether in love or in arranged, she's expected to adapt to to a completely new family, and she's never lived with habits that she didn't grow up around. She's expected to become one of them while carrying the weight of not letting her own family down either. In that confusion, in that loneliness, she's just one of two things, okay? She either becomes dependent on her partner, like extremely, because he is the only one piece of home she has left, or she becomes deeply independent because she realizes that no one is going to create space for her, or she might build it for herself. And you know what's wild? Both of these paths come from a pain or displacement, or the ache of being taught her entire life that she doesn't really belong anywhere. Let me flip the mic for you. If you were in her shoes, what would you have done differently? If your sister, your mom, your wife, your friend ever said, I want to be on my own, or I need more support from you, do you really listen? Just listen. Because here's the truth, a woman does not become clingy because she's weak. No, she does it because she's lost. She doesn't become individual or independent to rebel. She does it to survive. And the saddest part, in trying to meet everyone else's needs, she slowly forgets her own. She loses her self-respect, her little joys, her childhood dreams, and often no one notices until she breaks. Keep a hand on your heart and ask, what can you do? Start here, I'll tell you. If she's cooking, sit with her. If she's folding laundry, just talk to her, sit with her, or just fold a few. And if she's tired, don't just say, I understand, show her. Ask her, what do you want to do today, or what did you do today? Talk silly things, gossip about someone, do something that makes her feel belongs to you. Remind her that her feelings, her space, her needs matter too. She treats you like a child if you observe. So all you have to do is like treat her like a child too, not because she's incapable. Are you? No, right? But she still does, because that's out of love for my love. Warning. This isn't about blaming culture, men, family at all. It's about awareness. It's about compassion. It's about not letting another woman in your life, fade away into the background, unnoticed or unheard. So if this video made you think if someone's face popped into your head, call them. Call them. And ask them how they really are. I know you do. You're so caring, loving. I know you do. But this time, keeping in mind whatever things I said above in the video, keep those things in mind, For a change, let's do it, right? A little change, please. Because sometimes all a woman wants is not to have to choose between, being loved or being yourself. Why are you making this difficult? If you don't understand this, maybe keep listening to this again and again, again and again, again and again. I made you understand in a very simple layman language that what women want. Please. Bye. Bye.